Welcome back to Tommystuneups. Guillaume at GB Distribution, he sent us a nice gasket kit, a spark plug, a set of points, and a recoil pull rope and handle. That's pretty much everything we're going to need to get this running. The owner has a new starter hub, so I didn't bother buying him a new one. Done a bit of work off camera. I put the bearings on the crankshaft the exact same way that I put them on the 250 crank. Just use that little heater and put the crank in the freezer. Now when we assemble this engine, we have to do the same thing essentially because it's also an interference fit for these bearings. This engine doesn't actually use those UHMW sleeves. I thought it did. So we're going to have to press the seals in here and then put those in the oven. But we're going to probably have to put the crank in the freezer for about a day. I also found this little fitting. I am going to try and run the pulse line off of the drain at the bottom of the crankcase. The engine spins in a clockwise direction, so I'm hoping that if there is anything that gathers at the bottom of the motor, it's going to get thrown around by the crank, or it's going to be pulled by the movement of the crank. So hopefully it'll keep that line clear, but also I'm going to run it like out and up and around the motor, so that way the drain is always the low spot of the system. This is the Bosch part number for the points. I've always had good luck with Bosch points. Same with these NGK spark plugs. It's a AB7. That's about as close to brand new as you can get with this. So we've got new points, new ignition coil, and a new condenser all soldered on, ready to go. I dumped out our nice peanut butter jar of hardware here. It's all pretty clean, but we want to find the bolts for the recoil. So they have to be just the right length, because if they poke through the housing, they will get into the fan. So we don't want that. But for the most part, everything is here, I think, so we should be okay. We're looking pretty good. I think I have everything good enough to go for assembly. Missing a few small odds and sods in the hardware. That's okay. I can get that sorted out, no big deal. But yeah, we'll get the crank in the freezer for tomorrow's episode, and hopefully we can get this thing to run.